Hey guys, it's Prince Charming. Today we're gonna be reacting to my story anime, my wonderful story of being different. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on notifications, see them same videos, and then yeah, let's get started.
My 6-year-old sister opened the classroom door during my exam and started crying. Mommy said I'd find you here. You promised to buy me donkey milk for my skin, and not ostrich milk. What am I supposed to do with it? The teacher ran to calm her down, and while she was hugging her, my sister handed me a paper that had my essay written on it. Okay, I feel better now. I hope you fail your exam. Writing an essay about whether manufacturers should be responsible for the effects of the chemicals used in their products was harder than giving birth, I swear. 5 minutes later, I submitted the essay, and when the teacher left, my classmate said, "Who is that girl? You don't even have a sister, or even a mom. You're an orphan." And smart. She's someone I hired. AskBrain2 wrote me the essay. And how are you so sure that's a good essay? Oh, it's not the first time, and I always get an A+. In a matter of hours, I was the most popular girl in school, and kids started asking me for all types of advice on which apps could help give them an edge. Is there an app to get someone to fall in love with me? What about an app that could make me $1 million? That's when I got a brilliant idea. I could start making my own apps. How much are you willing to pay? Oh, by the way, my name's Paige, and I live with a family of gangsters. Before I continue my success story, please like and subscribe. Technically, we're not really a family. That 6-year-old girl I hired, her name is Spot. Yeah, weird, I know. Me, Spot, and my best friend Felix met in an orphanage. I'm the smart one. Like Einstein smart, but when I was younger, I was really small for my age, so the other kids used to pick on me. Hey, Shrimp McNugget, get out of my way. They'd push me down in the playground and take all my toys. I quickly figured out that I needed some muscle. That's when I found Felix. Felix was dumb as dirt, but strong as an ox. So we made an arrangement. I taught him everything I knew, and he took care of the bullies. A few years later, some stupid family wanted to adopt me, but they refused to take Felix. There was no way we were gonna let them separate us. So I came up with a plan. I found this really old couple online. I mean, like dinosaur old. They lived in this huge house and had a bunch of money. They would have been the perfect parents, except... What's that you say, honey? You want a mop? No, I want you to adopt us. How is the crop? Oh, it's doing well, dear. Thanks for asking. Have a good day. It was so frustrating. That night, me and Felix snuck into a science lab, and Spot was our lookout. I borrowed a few things to make a supersonic hearing aid and added a couple more features, like super hearing and super strength, that I knew those old people would like. Hey, try this. Wow, I can hear. What was that? That's a bird. What's that smell? I farted. Sorry. Look, honey, I can walk and run and jump. I can pick up this car. I told the old couple they could keep my gadget if they adopted me, Felix, and Spot, and they agreed. The next day, we moved into this huge house. We had our own rooms, and I had my own science lab in the basement. And the best thing was that the old people let us do whatever we wanted. I spent all day in my lab making gadgets and apps. I made a robot that brushed Spot's teeth and washed her hair. No! Anything but the shampoo! Please don't! Felix liked to cook, but he always burned the food. I made him an assistant chef to help him out. This is unacceptable! This chicken tastes like poo! It flipped over a couple of tables and sent Felix crying to his room a few times, but the food was delicious. My new parents invested a ton of money into my gadgets. Come to find out, they weren't just a sweet old couple. They were leaders of a notorious underground gang that... Hold on, editor. Cut that out of the video, please. I'm not supposed to talk about that. You won't tell anyone, right? If you do, you'll end up sleeping with the fishes. Okay, they get it. Don't scare them, guys. We're watching you. And listening, too. Anyway, moving along. After a while, I got bored and enrolled in a fancy high school. Felix and Spot weren't interested in school. They liked to sleep in all day, go on shopping sprees, and run other errands for our parents. My first day of school was pretty lame. I was smarter than the teachers, and the kids didn't like me much. They even made fun of my green hair. What? Green's my favorite color. Then I caught this boy named Lucas checking me out. He was popular, captain of the football team, super smart, class president 2 years in a row, and even volunteered in a food kitchen on the weekends. That is, when he wasn't doing a photo shoot. Did I tell you he was a teen model? Yuck, I could barf. Did he walk out of an MSA video or something? Lucas was so not my type, but he didn't get the hint. During lunch, he sat beside me. I mean, seriously, there were a dozen open seats. Hey, Paige, is this seat taken? Yeah, I was saving it for Nunya. Who's Nunya? None of your business. He eventually cornered me in science class. Somehow, he convinced the teacher to pair us up for a project. Lucas and I started spending time together. He was almost as smart as me. His sparkling brown eyes, his perfect hair, and handsome face were nice to look at. But there was one thing that really annoyed me. He was such a goody two-shoes. I'd never met anyone so honest. One time we went to a coffee shop and the barista gave him change. We were all the way across town when he realized that she'd given him an extra penny, so he insisted that we walk all the way back to return it. It's a penny. It's no big deal. Plus, I'm tired and my feet hurt. But he couldn't rest until he returned it. On my birthday, Lucas bought me a shirt, but it was the wrong size, so we went to the store to return it, and we ran into this woman who had on a hideous dress, and she caught us staring. Young man, what do you think? Does this dress look good on me? You look wonderful. The moment we left the store, Lucas started freaking out. I shouldn't have lied to that poor woman. That was wrong. I should go back and tell her the truth. And Lucas, being Lucas, found the woman and told her the truth. I'm sorry, ma'am. That dress is horrible. It makes you look like a cow. The woman punched Lucas in the face and stormed off. Later, when I put a cold bag of peas on Lucas's eye, I asked him why he was so obsessed with being honest. I just think it's the right thing to do. Speaking of honesty, I really like you, Paige, and I was wondering, maybe you liked me too? By then, Lucas had grown on me. He was less annoying than all the other kids in school, and he made me laugh. You're cool, I guess. Cool enough to be your boyfriend? Out of nowhere, Lucas held my hand. He took the peas off his face and stepped close to me. I mean, our faces were inches apart. And then, I don't know how, but suddenly we were kissing, and to my surprise, I liked it. After that, we were officially dating, and life was pretty good. But then everything turned upside down. Felix Spot and my parents came home from one of their vacations. Paige, it's terrible. We lost all of our money. I was in shock. Just a week earlier, we had at least $2 million in the bank. My parents explained that they spent all of our money investing in my gadgets. They stored my gadgets in a bunch of warehouses downtown. But someone burned them all down, and we lost everything. All of the warehouses caught fire? How is that possible? What about the insurance? Did you report it to the police? There's no insurance. And the police, well... just 1 second. Hey, editor, we'll need a bit of privacy. It's about the family business. No problem. I guess they can hear the rest. Gotcha. So we're gonna lose the house? And the cars? And a bunch of bad guys are after us. We kind of owe them too. Always so much excitement. I forgot how much fun it is being a gangster... businesswoman. What am I supposed to do about it? You're the brains of this operation. Save us! And that's when I decided to make a new app called P-Mind Soup Juice. Yeah, that's not the real name and the app doesn't exist anymore, but it was awesome. I cleverly designed a game where kids had to keep paying money to play the higher levels. And when they reached level 7, they got a ticket for the $1 Million National Lottery. Of course, no one ever wins that thing, right? But the kids were hooked. They were using up all their pocket money and even stealing their parents' credit cards to keep paying and playing. And I was getting richer by the day. Wow, Paige, this is awesome. This is almost enough to pay off our debts. You're my hero. You're the best. But things got a little complicated with Lucas. One day after school, he showed up at my house. You have to shut down P-Mind Soup Juice. Why? It's unethical. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Don't be such a goody two-shoes. Paige, everyone's getting addicted and it's driving all the kids crazy. I need my P-Mind Soup Juice. You can't take it away from me. It's just an app. It's not my fault they're too dumb to turn it off. You have the highest IQ and you could use it for good, but you're using it to ruin people's lives. Plus, if the principal finds out you're making money off of these kids, you'll get expelled. Everyone loves P-Mind Soup Juice. No one's gonna tell. The principal doesn't ever have to know. I know. What's that supposed to mean? I love you, Paige, but what you're doing is just wrong. If you don't shut it down tonight, I'll have to tell the principal. I tried to shut it down tonight, I'll have to tell the principal. I tried to convince Lucas to change his mind, but he just stormed off. And to make matters worse, I caught Felix and Spot listening from the upstairs window. And that's when the war between Lucas and my family began. We can take care of him for you. I can punch him in the nose. I can hit him with a rock. He'll never remember a thing. Or I can bake him a special pie. No, you're not doing any of that. Lucas is my boyfriend, and I think I love him. Love? Yuck. He's not even your type. Oh, honey, that boy doesn't love you. He wants to rat you out. You'll get suspended, and he won't stop there. He'll try to bring this whole family down. Believe me, we know. I told my family I'd take care of it. The last thing I wanted was Lucas hurt. I went over to Lucas's house, and his parents' car wasn't in the driveway, so he was all alone. I tapped on the window to wake him up and accidentally broke the glass. Help! Help! Intruder! He was so scared. It could have been because I had a mask covering my face, but it was really cold outside. And what else are you supposed to wear when you're climbing into someone's window at night? I mean, duh, it's practically a uniform. Lucas grabbed a fly swatter and started waving it around. Lucas, it's me. What the heck are you doing climbing through my window at midnight? I needed to talk. Please don't tell the principal about pea mine soup juice. I've made my decision, Paige. My family needs it to pay our bills. Can't your parents borrow the money from their friends? What about their savings? That's easy for you to say. Your family's rich with dozens of rich friends. Then the craziest thing happened. I spotted Felix's robot chef in Lucas's driveway, and it started pounding on the door. What is that? I got a FaceTime call from my family. What's going on?
We all discussed it, and we decided that RoboChef, that's what we're calling him now, can take care of our little Lucas problem.
What do you mean, take care of? Then RoboChef broke down the front door. Ooh, that's loud. What's that noise, honey? It's RoboChef. Oh my, get out of there. My phone lost its signal, and then RoboChef smashed through a couple of walls, then charged up the stairs. We have to go, now. I grabbed Lucas. We climbed out of the window and hopped on my bike. I rode as fast as I could. RoboChef was on our tail.
What is that thing?
It's a robot I made.
Can you turn it off?
RoboChef, shut down.
RoboChef, slice and dice.
It's gone crazy.
What do we do?
I had to think fast, and then I remembered. I had an emergency remote in my bedroom drawer that could shut RoboChef down. Hold on. Lucas held tight as I turned a corner. My heart pounded and my legs throbbed as I rode faster and faster. Then, the worst thing happened. My front tire hit a rock, and Lucas and I flipped over. I sprained my ankle, and Lucas scraped his knee really bad. Lucas held me in his arms as the crazy robot drew closer. This is it. He's gonna turn us into Lucas and Paige puree.
A Luke Cage or a Pecos?
What are you talking about?
It's our names combined, like a couple's name. We never got to choose one, you know, like Bennifer, Kimye, and Brangelina.
Shut up!
I've got a better idea.
Lucas pulled me close and kissed me. Then he climbed to his feet and glared at the robot.
Come on, you stupid robot. Let me introduce you to my little friends.
Lucas showed the robot his fists, and the robot couldn't stop laughing as it marched towards us. I knew we were gonna be goners, but out of nowhere, my family appeared.
Get away from my sister, you crazy bot.
Spot threw a rock at the robot's head. Felix body slammed it and then gave it the people's elbow. My mom smashed a pie in its face, and my dad picked it up and threw it so far that it landed in a trash heap a couple of miles away. My dad still had his super strength, by the way. My family was impressed that Lucas had risked his life to save me. And Lucas was so thankful that my family saved both of us that he decided not to tell the principal about pea mine soup juice.
I won't tell, but you still have to shut it down.
But what about my family? They still need money.
I have an idea.
My family met with Lucas's dad, and after he saw the footage of them kicking that robot's butt, he hired my family to run security for his company. After a couple of years, my family made so much money that they started their own security business and started traveling the world protecting celebrities and famous politicians. As for me and Lucas, I agreed to shut down pea mine soup juice and live an honest life.
See ya. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and same videos. Yeah, peace.